Hey guys, so I'll try to do something I'm not usually doing, which means like talking to the camera. So I apologize in advance for my French accent, but well, there's a car show right literally like 300 meters next to my home. So I'll try to show you around and try not to, I don't have a steady cam, so I'll try to not make it too unwatchable for you guys. Anyway, let's start. An old Prince 2000. Which is pretty damn cool. That's the ancestor of the Skyline GTR basically. And we'll get back to the car lot a bit later. And let's get in there. Lots of memorabilia. As you can hear over there, there's like a whole bunch of old engines. We'll get back to that later also. So let's start with the cars. So here we are, like with a first gen 1600 cc GSR Lancer. Then next to it, I'm not sure what it is, an old Crown maybe? Yeah, it's an old Crown. An old Crown just next to it. Deluxe. The interior is absolutely perfect. Really, really clean. Next to it, another Crown. Really, really mint too. Mint, I mean. There's a baby seat in the back. Interior really nice. Next to it, what is that? That's Bunka. I'm not even sure what it is, or what brand it is actually. I've seen one before, but never really paid too much attention, I guess. Next to it we have, like, of course, a Toyota Sport 800, which is a magical thing. Really, really beautiful. Extremely small when you stand by it too. People who only saw it in picture might not realize how small that thing is. If you see, like, right next to the owner, it's really, really small. Then a Toyota Carina. Yeah, brake. The wagon version, so in Jalopnik you guys like wagons, so and there you go with the wagon shot. Then, well, that's the Corolla. I don't know what the fuck they're doing here, but another Publica Deluxe. And then we got like a whole bunch of Isuzu 117. So this Isuzu 117 was designed by Giugiaro just as he left Fiat, I think, or Ferrari. I'm not sure which company he was working for. And he's also the designer of the Fiat Dino Coupe, so no wonder where he got the inspiration. It's basically the same car, except it doesn't have a Ferrari engine, of course. It's probably a bit less powerful also. I'd have to check a classic Wikipedia page of the car. But it's got a 4-cylinder that I'm sure about. And it's at the second generation. You can see, like, well, it didn't improve over time for sure, like many cars today. The second generation of Isuzu is a lot less, well, you know, like plastic bumpers and such. And more Isuzus, so you can see that. Let's check on the inside of this one. Sorry about the wind. That's really nice. That just looks really good. And what else do we have over there? So more Isuzus, but I'm not exactly sure what model that is. Since I can't read katakana, I'm not gonna be able to help you finding out what it is. Oh, it's a Bullet. Isuzu Bullet 1600 GT. Really nice looking. It's got also like a whole bunch of old stuff for sale. The one next to it's some kind of race version, I guess, but without race seats, so now it's just like a bit tuned. A Type R. Not sure what Type R. Oh, it's an 1800. Okay, 1800 GT and the other one a 1600. And that really looks good from the back. The exhaust is a bit protuberant, to say the least. And the handling was designed by Lotus. And next to it, my personal favorite, the S30Z. That's a car I will have to own at some point. It's just so beautiful. It's... I just love that thing. Check out the interior. Oh my god, I want one so bad. In Japan they're like extremely overpriced, selling for like Boro version. Boro is like a really with lots of paint problems, like maybe like some mechanical tuning need to be done and stuff like that. This car will go for 20,000 bucks. If it's in condition like this, the owner can expect getting something around like 40,000 here. Like prices are really insane in Japan, so that's why I might just import it from. I might just end up importing it from. It's pretty big, as you can see, from the US. The Mieve truck, I'm not sure what the hell it's doing here, but it's here for sure. Then we go like with older car, Messerschmitt case something, I'm not sure which one it is. An old Riley car with the Isle of Man sticker, so I'm not sure if it comes from the Isle of Man, but all I can say is that it's pretty fucking cool. For the active man and the man of good taste. Yeah, you bet, yeah? Then we've got the Messerschmitt here from the top. And I'm talking, but I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me, so I might just have to redo the entire video and shutting the hell up. It might be actually an annoyance, so don't hesitate to tell me if I am. And I won't be doing this kind of video again, I promise you, but anyway, I'll keep on going for this one. Moto Guzzi. Oh, that's interesting. So it seems to be a Morgan, but I don't know, just shorter version. And with a Moto Guzzi engine. Atami Historica GP. Then we've got a rear engine, rear-wheel drive Skoda. I'm not sure which Skoda it is, but all I know is that Amano-san, my friend who owns a restoration car shop here in Okazaki, restored one exactly like this one. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure I'd enjoy it, but it's pretty nice. Then a classic Mini. I'm not sure it's a Cooper. It says John Cooper on the bonnet, but Pagoda. That's a 280 SL. I think it's called Pagoda. Yeah. Not sure. Marcos. The Marcos are pretty cool. I'm not sure if they were sold as kit cars or if they were made, if they made them from factory. That looks really nice. So if someone knows if they were made as solely as kit car or if they actually built in the factory like this. The interior looks pretty nice. Not sure you can see anything, but 308 GT4. That's a classic. prices on these ones like 10 years ago, they used to be worth like absolutely nothing. Like Ferrari fans were like turning their head when they were seeing one, but nowadays like the money they're worth is getting pretty high. Like I'm not sure exactly how much they go for, but probably around like $80 to $100, $80,000 to $100,000, I guess. Maybe it's a bit cheaper in Japan, I'm not sure. The market here is a bit weird. And then we go with a classic Alpha. I think it's basically a Fiat 124 chassis put with an Alpha badge. I'm not sure. It really looks like the 124 though. Considering how many cars the chassis of the 124 did, I'm guessing that might be coming from that. Not sure, same era for sure, but... Oh, an Austin Ely. That car wasn't there when first passage. Interior really nice too. I'll go a bit faster, otherwise this video is gonna last like freaking forever. A Volvo P1800, even though it says S, I think. I'm not sure if there's a difference between both cars. 1800 S. So the interior is very nice again. Everything is really neat. I'm not sure if it's a beauty contest or elegance contest or anything, but Porsche 914, then a 1974 11, so maybe like, I don't know, 2.7 liter engine. I'm not sure which engine it has. Probably 2.7, I think. I don't know. That's before VSC for sure. I think AC started with a 3 liter in 1978 or 79, so this one is just before that. So probably a 2.7, I'm gonna guess. Then some Mini. Very nice again. Lotus Europa. My godfather is restoring one as we speak. And that's a beautiful thing. You really love to drive one of those sometime. And if you look at the rear view window, yeah, you can't see shit. Very nice car though. Very, very, very nice car. And the interior is just as nice. Some kind of World War II German motorcycle, sidecar, pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Then Triumph, which one it is? GT6 Coupe? I don't know. Yeah, GT6. Very nice. The Suzuki Fronte, one of my personal favorite also. I really love that little thing. I prefer the coupe though. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. A crap load of, well, crap load, no, that's free. Of Subaru 360s. You can see I did a review like a few weeks ago of the car. It's something to try. I liked it, but the one I was driving was not exactly in perfect condition, so... And some more there. Let's see, some kind of utility vehicles. Oh, that's the first generation midget. Okay, they're racing those things in Japan. That's really fun to watch. I went to a midget race a while ago, which was like really fun to watch. They were racing like along with some. They had some Suzuki Cappuccino. They had some other cars also. Usually some K car. Carol. Then we're back with the Lancer. I'm not sure we'll check the interior, but just in case, here it is again. So yeah, otherwise you might hate me a little since I totally skipped the GTR. So let's go back there.
はい、行きます。11番、11番の方。
So, the Skyline GT. That's the first generation. I think it's a Prince at this point. I'm not sure it was a Nissan yet. Maybe the logo on the steering wheel can help us. Yeah, that's a Prince 2000 GT. Really nice. It's a first gen Nissan Silvia. So this thing really looked like Nissan Fulvia. Really looked like a Lancia Fulvia. Go. I kind of hit the... I just did hit that fender mirror right there. I'm guessing that's why they don't have them anymore. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I was saying the Nissan Silvia really looked like the Lancia Fulvia, at least from the front. I really like it. It's crazy how far it went between the first and last generation. When you look at the S15, it has absolutely nothing to do with that. A Datsun 2000, big classic, not exactly period correct Momo steering wheel, but we'll forgive them, and the weird Betty Boop floor mats. Still a really nice car. I'd daily drive something like that, definitely. Oh yeah, so you like wagons? There you go, that's Cedric. Cedric, it's Nissan does that? I'm not even sure. With the old Jeff badge, I'm sure lots of you JDM, old school classic JDM fans would love to have an old Jeff badge. And the seats, which is really pretty cool to travel like that. I'm not sure, probably considering how soft the suspension is, I would probably end up being seasick in the car, but anyway, here we have the big stuff, GTR. So this one is chassis number 55. It's a 4-door GTR and it's looking good, really beautiful. The interior is beautiful too. Oh my god, I want that thing so bad. I would prefer the 2-door, I have to admit, but I'd be alright with a 4-door. My father-in-law used to own one, 4-door version. And when he told me that, needless to say, I was not happy that he sold it. Now he drives a Toyota Passo, which is not exactly the same thing. Oh my god, that looks so good. This one is chassis number 1500 something, so not one of the first ones. Another Datsun 2000, a Fair Lady 2000. Oh, this one is called Fair Lady. The other one did not have a Fair Lady badge. Some more Jeff badges. That's pretty cool. The President, I'm not sure what the president of it is, but it is called the President. Not my type of car, but pretty cool nonetheless. Thank you, Nissan. Anyway, let's go take a look at those weird engines we're hearing for a little while now.
68番の方。
Some kind of a tombola. I don't know if you call it like that in English, but yeah, tombola.
はい。
Going on.
18番の方いらっしゃいますか?
Let's take a look at those weird things running right now. You guys don't have the smell, but believe me, it's something. It is something. It is water cooled. Not even sure you guys can hear me, but this one has the weirdest sound ever. So anyway, let's go do a quick check of what's in the parking lot. A lot quieter around here. So that prints we saw earlier. Let's start from the back. Classic Mini. Another Isuzu, the second generation, just over there. And nothing very interesting around here. And you've got an RX-7 over there. Some kind of an old scaling chain loose. I think the loose of this era had rotaries. Not sure. So, are those Bozozokus? At least one or two laying around. Let's go check some live rebels, guys. Let's check some rebels live. Sorry. As I said, the English is not my main language. No, that's not a Bozozoku. But that does look like a Bozozoku bag, though. Oh, and we've got two SZ1. I will probably end up buying an SZ1 very soon. I really need that in my upcoming collection. This one looks a bit beaten up. The steering wheel is probably smaller than the one out of G25. It really looks like a baby steering wheel. It's a Mazda Speed version. I think they had like a couple of little differences. So some Miatas. Miata is always a classic you like to see. Oh la la, that's so well beat up. Almost like yeah, well beat up Volkswagen van. Mazda Familia, the 323, the ancestor, but that's a turbo version. I don't think that's a version you guys got in the States. It's actually pretty fast and really fun to drive. So what else do we got over here? This one, I have no idea what that is coming out. Oh, that's a crown. How many versions and did they do of crowns? And so the new S660, the new Honda Beat. Meh. not a big fan of this version of the bit. I prefer the original one. Panda 4x4, Panda 4x4. Some kind of Catera Super 7. Not sure it's an original one or just a kit car. It's got Caterham seat and a Lotus 7 badge. I know it's... oh no, Caterham... oh no, Super 7 badge, sorry. I thought it had like a Lotus 7 badge. I don't know much about Jules car, but all I know is that I really like them. And what's hidden in the parking lot? That's pretty freaking cool. It might be what's the name? Rocky Auto car. Does have another Jeff badge. Holy shit, that's really fucking cool. If it's an original GTR, it's a, well, it's a $200,000 car. If it's not a GTR but a conversion, it's still around like 80 to 90,000 bucks. So really not cheap. Look at that camber. Considering what he did to the car, I highly doubt it's an original one, but we never know. That's a cool little thing. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty cool. Oh, that's a Familia also. That's the first generation, I guess, of the one we just saw before over there. And an RX-7, an FD this time. Well, a Spirit R, nice. So that's the top of the top version, basically, of the FD RX-7 that you never got in the US. That's pretty cool. So anyway, we're done. That's like 27-minute videos. That's like way too fucking long. I talk a lot, so if I ended up being annoying or anything, please don't hesitate to tell me. And I just won't do it again. I know I'm not very good at talking in front of a camera or behind a camera for that matter. So, well, bye bye.